So we have a new project on the workbench. What do you think we can make out of this? Stick around. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Paul Knapp coming to you once again from the Man Cave, and we have a little project for us. We have a Big Jim rescue rig, and thanks to my buddy Adam Stedman, who motivated me with the Scooby-Doo van conversion, and also by Robert DeCastro, who picked one of these up and did a little bit of a conversion, put some stickers on it, made it an AT van. I think I'm going to go a little bit further, and we're going to totally paint this thing red. I picked up some gloss red here. I think we're going to go total red, leave this top yellow, and get some Adventure Team stickers on this thing. So follow me along this journey, and let's see where it takes us. So you can still find these Big Jim rescue rigs or the Big Jim campers. I paid about $35 for this one, mostly because the crane was still working and it had the basket part, had the hook here, so that's usually the stuff that's missing. But for the most part, it's still the Big Jim camper van. As you see, once you take this back piece off, still has the camping sink and stove in there, so we're gonna have to do something about that to make it look more of a medical rescue rig. And then I'm not sure what we're gonna do on the insides yet. This piece still folds down to make a ramp. I do have an extra one of these that I picked up. Went with the Adventure Team. So if we take a look on the inside, again, this is just like the camper van. This folds down to a ramp. The insides are different, so I'm figuring out a way to keep those insides. I think that'd be cool for Adventure Team Rescue, but we're gonna have to make some changes as far as painting this whole thing colored red on the inside as well. Fixing some of the tires. I know the back axles has some issues, and then also I was thinking of a way to mount this possibly inside. Now this is a G.I. Joe Adventure Team from the tower, training tower set. I was thinking possibly once it's painted and everything, maybe mount that in there somehow. So that's where I am right now. First thing is to take all these pieces off, clean it, and get it ready for painting. Alright, so I've cleaned all the parts and they are drying out here in the sun. So I guess the next step is to plan on drummeling this out. So I'll have a nice open bay area there to put a stretcher or tools or more Joes. So that is the next step. So after a little coaxing with a Dremel tool and a saw, hand saw, I was able to cut out that section right there. So I gotta sand this down a little better, but now it has an open bay. Hopefully I can fit a G.I. Joe stretcher in there or something. So my original thought process when I was making this and taking out this section was to be able to put a G.I. Joe in there on a stretcher and still have room. However, I'm looking, if I attach this like I want to, he'd be sticking out just a little bit, maybe an inch and a half. However, I did realize that once these are on, these snaps actually give you about 2 inches on the back of the rig. So he will fit like so. So I don't think I have to really worry about that. I'm probably still going to attach this, paint it the red color like the rest of the vehicle, and see what it looks like. I'm still not sure if I'm painting the outside of these yet or not. I know I have stickers. I could just cover up the Big Jim logo. So next step. Okay, so here's what I did with the back end that I cut out. I just took some Plastruck and glued it in there, formed it to fit as best I could, and I'm gonna have to sand this down a little bit and hopefully just give it a paint job and make everything match. And as far as the G.I. Joe locker here, I took the Red Cross sticker off the front, cleaned that up, and can't believe that's like a perfect fit. The top of that is like right in line with the seats. Hopefully that's showing up, but yeah, I think I'm going to center that. I'm going to glue that in and paint it the same color as the rest of the truck. So this is just the first coat of red spray paint, and I really like the looks of it, and I'm still torn on if I'm going to paint the cardboard vinyl sides or leave them the way they are. So it's been a few days since I worked on this project. I have a third or fourth coat of paint drying on the frame of this. I went back and cleaned these up a second time with just some fantastic cleaner, and I think I'm going to keep the artwork on this. I'm not going to paint over it. I'm just going to take off the Big Jim logos and the Big Jim signage. We're going to get some stickers from Adventure Team and maybe some American flags to cover those up. And after looking at this, since I'm not going to use paint, I do have some scratch marks and chip marks. I think I'm just going to go with some red and black Sharpies and just touch those up a little bit, and I don't think you'll notice it, but I hate to cover up all this artwork and just paint it all red. I think this is too cool. It's very throwback to the 70s, and I like it, so I'm going to keep that and just go with the red vehicle. So the paint is all dry on the hard plastic framework. I think it covered up that back pretty well with the styrene pieces that I put in there, so that turned out okay. I didn't paint anything else. Like I said, I'm going with just the Vacuform pieces and the way they are. I'm just going to put some stickers on those. The only two pieces that I ordered that this was missing was there's some lights that attach up here, so I'm waiting for that to come in. I have a 3D printed antenna from, I believe this one came from Jim Egner. So I'm going to attach that somewhere on the vehicle. And then I ordered a yellow ladder that originally went, I believe it hooks on here. So as soon as those pieces come in, I can finish building this and put the stickers on and we're good. I did attach the G.I. Joe locker here, so that is permanent, and I painted it red. I did leave the inside white just so I thought it would pop a little bit more and see the gear on the inside versus painting it all red. So hopefully that'll look good when it's finished. In order to reinforce the axles, because they kept popping out of this plastic because it's been so worn over the years, I just put in 2 hooks, circle hooks, and 2 smaller ones on the front axle. So if the plastic does give way, the axle rod will still go through those and remain in place. Just a quick fix. Nobody's going to see it on the bottom anyhow. So here they are. These are 2 sticker sheets, and these are gloss, high gloss peel and stick stickers. These are not water stickers. These are just peel and stick. And I gave him measurements for things like the boom here, actually some caution around here. Again, the logos needed covering here, so I'm going to go around, and I already placed some stickers before I ran into Hector. So that one's going to stay, unfortunately. But he made a really cool one for the top of that, and I almost wish I didn't place that one. But check this out, Adventure Team Fire Department. Man, that is cool. And I'm almost wanting to get another big rig and do it again and use that sticker. But so he made stickers for the top. This one here, this first in, last out Fire Department one is a perfect match. Should be for the big gym. I gave him the measurements on that. The Adventure Team sticker is going to go right here over the shield. And I'm going to walk you through on the other ones that he made for me as well. So let's go ahead and get started.